First of all, a few words, as we've been doing lately, a lot of words in this chapter. Compound events are the union or intersection of two events. So let's say you roll a die and want to know the probability of getting a 2 or an even number. Okay, they have something in common. 2 is an even number, so those two different events actually have something in common. And that's what overlapping means. Overlapping is when they have one or more outcomes in common. So compound is really the intersection of two different events happening. Overlapping is when those events have more than one outcome in common. And the disjoint, or what's called in the real world mutually exclusive events, is when they don't have anything in common. Mutually exclusive means obviously nothing in common. That's what the word exclusive means. All right, here's how we're going to do it today. Probability of compound events. Now, we're switching our focus from what happens when you see the word and to when you see the word or. The probability of A or B happening. Okay, now, if they are mutually, if they have stuff in common, we're going to do this right here. We're going to say, okay, we're going to do probability of A plus the probability of B minus what they have in common, the probability of what they have in common. There's the and again. All right, if they're disjoint, which means they don't have anything in common, we can just do A or B and just add the two probabilities together. So if they have outcomes in common, we're going to subtract out how many they have in common. If they have no outcomes in common, we're just going to straight up add. So the key, when we see and, we multiply. If you see the word or, we're going to add. Or means add. All right, here we go. A card is randomly selected from a standard deck of 52. What is the probability that it's a 10 or, is the word, or a face card? Now, a 10 is not a face card. So to draw a 10 and draw a face card, they have nothing in common. So you can just add the two probabilities together. So I'm going to say a 10 or face card. Okay, so probably getting a 10. There are 4 10s in a deck, so it's 4 out of 52 chance. Face cards, there are 4 jacks, 4 queens, and 4 kings, which means there are 12 face cards in a deck, so it's 12 out of 52. I'm just going to add those together, get 16 out of 52, reduce that the best I can. 4 goes into both of those, end up with 4 13s, because that's all there is to it. The math's easy. The question is thinking through and setting it up. Let's look at 2 more examples. All right, a card is randomly selected from a deck of 52 playing cards. What is it probably as a face card or a spade? Okay, now here's the deal. Some face cards are spades, which means they have this in common. So I'm going to do probability of face card, face, or a spade. Okay, so here we go. To do this one, I'm going to do, first of all, that it's a face card. We just done the last problem we saw, there are 12 face cards because there's 4 queens, 4 kings, and 4 jacks. There's 12 out of 52. How many spades are there? There's 13 of each suit, like 13 hearts, 13 diamonds, 13 spades. I'm going to go 13. Now, here's the deal, though. Some of the spades are face cards. How many cards are spades and face cards? And that becomes 3. 3 out of the 12 because there's a spade, there's a queen of spades, a queen of spades, a king of spades, and a jack of spades. So I'm going to do that right there. That's why I have to subtract, because they do have something in common. With 12 plus 23, that's 25. Minus 3 is 22 over 52. Let's reduce that the best we can. 2 goes into both of those. Get 11 over 26. And again, math's not hard. Got to think through it, though. All right, I'm going to show you one crazy one here where you're going to have to use the formula to find something that we actually did the other day. Okay, so here we go. It says out of 200 students in a senior class, 113 are either varsity athletes or, there's our word, on the honor roll. That's 113. That's the answer to the or. There are 74 seniors who are varsity athletes and 51 seniors who are on the honor roll. What's the probability that a random selected seniors, both varsity and on the honor roll? They gave us the or answer. So I'm going to do our formula. Let's let probability of A, let's say varsity athlete, VA, or honor roll. And we know that already is, let's do this. That would be probability of varsity athlete plus probability of honor roll. I'm just using the formula we've used all day or on the video, minus probability of both. Now, I should put and. And, that's an and. So what I know is, I know this answer already because they told me 113 are either or. Okay, that's the or. So it's 113 out of, how many are there total? There are 200 total. Okay, so probability of varsity athletes, that's 74. How many on the honor roll? 51. What I don't know is what I'm looking for. The and. I don't know the and part. So varsity athlete and honor roll. That's what I'm looking for. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move all that stuff over. I'm going 113 over 200, minus 74 over 200, minus 51 over 200. And that's gonna equal, I should have switched this one because it's negative. And honor roll. Okay, if I add those up on the other side, I end up getting like negative 12 over 200 equals the negative probability, which doesn't make any sense. So I'm gonna drop those two negative signs and just reduce it. And my answer is gonna be, let's see, it's gonna be 3 out of 50, which is good enough. That was kind of a weird one. We actually had to use the formula to find an and instead of, finding an or, which majority of tomorrow we're just going to be finding ors instead of ands. But I did want to show you sometimes you have to use the or formula to find an and. So there you go. We'll work on it like we always do. So close to the end. See you, bye.